Hi everyone, welcome back to Salmon and Cod Playtime. Please don't forget to like and subscribe this video, and I am ready to play with you today. Today we are going to be talking about one of my favorite friends. His name is Mr. Divide, and Mr. Divide is very special because he has a very special house that he lives in. It's not just a house, it's a castle, and it's huge. I don't know if you can see his house here, his castle, but this is his castle, and it's right here, and this is the entrance, the door to his castle. Now, this castle is so big that it's built onto the side of a mountain. Can you see the mountainside here? All around him are mountains in the background. And those mountains are covered in beautiful, beautiful trees and green grass, and birds live there, and rabbits and deers, and it's a beautiful place. My favorite thing to do with Mr. Divide is to walk these mountains every single day. We go through these mountains together, and we see all the animals, and we see all the trees, and it's so peaceful and relaxing, and oh, it's my favorite place in the whole wide world. Well, while we're on our walk, Mr. Divide has a very special place that he likes for us to go together. And that place is an aquarium. On his mountainside, he has built a huge fish tank. And the sun shines down upon this fish tank every day, and the fish get fresh sun, and we feed them fresh food every day. That's why we walk there, is to feed his fish every single day. This aquarium is so big that sometimes it can take us hours just to walk all the way around it because there are so many fish and it's such a big tank. It takes us hours to go around and feed all the fish. Because the aquarium is so big, sometimes it gets overrun with fish. And there's so many fish that there's not really room for the other fish to swim around and play and to get enough food. But Mr. Divide, because he's very, very kind, realizes this. So every so often, he will gather his fish into groups, and he'll write a list down of names of all his friends that he thinks would like some fish to take care of. He calls those friends and he says, "Hi, I've got some extra fish today. Would you like them for your fish tanks?" And if they say yes, he puts their names on a list. And after he finds out how many friends he can give some of his fish away to, then he starts breaking his fish into groups to give each person that wanted some fish the same number of fish so that all his friends get equal number of fish, of fish to take home and to take care of and to protect and to love. Because Mr. Divide loves his fish very much, and he wants them to have very, very, very good homes. He's a very good pet owner. Okay, so today we're going to talk about how he takes care of all of his fish. Well, last night he went home and he made a list. You know what I'm just realizing? I do not have my markers with me. Oh, maybe I can use this one. We're going to try to use this one today. We're going to see if it works. Hopefully this marker will work. I have not tried this out. I should have thought this through. It does work. Okay, so he went home last night, okay? And let's see how many friends he wrote down on a piece of paper here. Let's just see how many friends. I think he wrote down that he has, let's do 2 friends. I can't really write upside down, so we're going to do it just like that. 2 friends that he wants to divide up some of his fish so that they each get a fish. Okay? Well, let's say that he had, how many fish should we break this into? How about the number 24? Let's say he had 24 fish that he wanted to give away to people, okay? Not all his fish, because he wanted to keep some fish for him. But let's say that he had 24 fish that he wanted to give to his friends, and he wrote down the name of 2 of his friends that he could give fish to. Okay? We're going to move this aquarium just for a second, just so we can see what we're doing, okay? We'll move it right back when we're done, though, okay? All right. So the first thing he's going to do is he's going to put the number of the fish he has that he wants to divide between his friends right here in these little squares. If you'll notice, under these squares are little tubes. That's where he sends down numbers. What do I mean? Well, you're going to see. We're going to move Mr. Divide over here. And he likes to stand on his staircase so he can watch this math happen as it happens. Do you see this staircase? He likes to go up and down his staircase in his house, okay? So right now he's going to stand right here on this first stair. He's going to say, send down the first number. So the first number is the number 2. And it's going to go right here through this little chute right there, and it's going to come down right here. He's going to say, okay, I've got the number 2. Okay? Will this number 2, can I break this number 2 into groups to where I can make the number 2? Now that sounds confusing. What do you mean? Well, if I had 2 fish right here, okay, can I put them in a group? Can I make a group of 2 out of these fish? Because we're trying to make groups of 2. Can I make a group out of 2 of these fish? I can. I can make one group of 2 because these fish, there's 2 fish here, so I can make one group of just 2 fish. So we're going to put the number 1 right up here. And we're going to put it right above the first group here, okay? Right above that number 2. And we can say that we can take one group of 2. Okay, remember how this little multiplication sign means groups of? We can take one groups of 2, and that is going to equal the number 2. Because one group of 2 is just 2 fish. 1, 2. We're going to draw our line right here on this stair. Now, do you see this stair right here? It looks like a minus sign. So when we brought that 2 down, now we have to subtract. 2 minus 2 it's just 0. There's nothing there. So now we're done with this whole column, okay? Now we go, and Mr. Divide here goes to the next staircase. He goes to the next stair down, and he says, send down the next number. Down the tube, this number goes. And the number 4, got to write the number 4 here, is going to come right here. Now, Mr. Divide looks at that number and he says, that's the number 4. If I had 4 things, hang on, let me get 4 little fishies here. There we go. If I had 4 fishies, could I put them into groups of 2? Well, let's find out. Here's the first group. Here's the second group. Can we do it again? Here's the first group. Here's the second group. Yeah! We can make how many groups out of the number 4? How many groups of 2 out of the number 4? Well, we can make this group right here. And we can make this group right here. So that's 2 groups that we can make. 2 groups of 2 that we can make out of the number 4. So up here above this number 4, we are going to write the number 2. Okay? Because that says that we can make 2 groups of 2 out of the number 4. And 2 groups of 2 equals 4. So we're going to put what 2 groups of 2 equal. And then we're going to subtract because Mr. Divide right here is on the subtract sign. So 4 minus 4 is 0, which means we have divided up all of our fish. We are all done with this problem. Mr. Divide now knows, let me get it where you can see it. Mr. Divide now knows that for his 2 friends, if he has 24 fish, he can give each friend 12 fish each. If he had 24 fish, he could break them into piles of 2, and each person would get 12 fish each to take home and to love and to have as their very own pets. You all did very good with me today. We're going to do more of these, so stay tuned, okay? Don't forget to like and subscribe. And it's okay if you didn't understand everything today. That's why we're going to go over it again next time, too, so that you can understand. And don't forget, you can always rewatch this video if you need to, okay? I love you, and you're doing very, very good. We'll see you next time. Bye.